What's up, guys? It's CJ. I'm here with Mike and Richard. We're going to get into another episode of Superhero Sundays. Before we get into anything, spoiler alerts. You haven't seen any of these shows or movies we're going to talk about, go watch them and then come back and join us. And when you come back and join us, make sure you like and subscribe because any and all support is greatly appreciated and helps us impact the community. So with all that being said, if you got your cups, raise them up. And cheers. All right, man, let's go ahead and dive into some of these topics. The Doctor Strange episode, it was good. Mike, what you got, man? You already like you about to jump on the episode. What do you think about Doctor Strange, man?
Episode 3 was kind of dark in the way that, somebody literally killed the majority of the Avengers. That's kind of dark. But then you come across this episode that instead of Doctor Strange losing his hands, he loses his heart. And by heart, I mean the woman that he loves. Mm-hmm. And that just shows you how that changed everything. Losing a loved one that not only do you love, but you're completely in love with, that is somebody that you can't seem to be in life without them in your life some way or another. Mm-hmm. And then he learns later from the Sorcerer Supreme at the time, the Ancient One, that point in time where he loses his heart, it's an absolute point that cannot be changed. And him making himself see that over and over and over and over again does not do well for somebody that's in love with that person.
Yeah. And so he snapped. He went to the extreme. He went to the dark side, I guess you could say, messing with that dark magic. Yeah, he went too far, right, Richard, man? What do you think about Doctor Strange and kind of what snapped him to go over the edge?
The thing is about Doctor Strange that he's a brilliant man. He's smart. He's a doctor, right, for crying out loud. And not just a doctor. He is like one of the top neurosurgeons like in the world. Mm-hmm. So when someone who's really that smart and they're in love with someone and they have access to all this abilities, it's just a big concoction for something to go wrong. And that's exactly what this episode showed. Yeah. Is the side of Doctor Strange where he is just so consumed with trying to change this absolute point in time, as described by the Ancient One, which is very funny because this is actually the first time we're hearing, at least I remember, of a certain an absolute point in time. Right, Mike? I haven't heard anything like that in any of the movies so far. So this is something new. So now it's an absolute point in time. Christine's death is imminent, no matter how, and he even told the Ancient One, like, you told me anything is possible. So he is just finding any leverage, any information, anything out there that he can to change this for his benefit, really.
Yeah.
It's a cool little parallel because I just started thinking about it as Richard talks. So that's another great thing when I like to hear you guys bring up other points. How eerie close is this with Anakin finding out that Padme is going to die?
It's a very close parallel, yeah.
Where he wants to even go to the dark side, figure out how to stop her from dying. Like, even if she dies, he wants to be able to bring her back, blah, blah, blah. It's literally there. Like, he's so in love, it's just involved with her that he cannot stand the sight of not seeing her every morning.
Yeah.
Where it pushed him, who's supposed to be a good man, into despair, into this void.
Yeah, that has totally consumed him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like, everybody has something that can tilt them over to that, the over the edge. You have that one thing that's in your life that if it gets pressed, that button gets pressed, you're going to go off. Yeah.
And a lot of those times, those things, those reasons, those thoughts behind it might be pure to them, but to the people outside looking in are just selfish acts.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true, man.
And with Doctor Strange, he wanted this to change it. He realized that he didn't have enough power. Just like Anakin didn't have enough power, he sought out for other means to do it. Unnatural means by absorbing these ancient relics of creatures to gain more energy.
And look at where it got him. You know, he didn't expect it to go that way. There's always consequences to your actions, your reckless actions, I should say. And
selfless.
Look what happened. Yeah. I think Doctor Strange is not really used to being told like no or not getting his way. And so he was like, I'm going to find out a way to make this happen, to figure this out. Because like Richard said, he is brilliant. He's really smart. Like there has to be a way. Like you haven't figured it out, but I can figure it out. And so he's going to do whatever it takes, take whatever means, he has to go get it. And yeah, he went too far. On this show, we're going to honor Richard Ramirez. Usually we honor medical frontline workers, but police workers, teachers, there's other there's other professions where people are on the front lines and they're exposed to the pandemic we're going through right now.
He's a police officer in Arizona. I've known him. We were police explorers together in San Gabriel. He lost his life the other day to COVID, 40 years old. When we were explorers, we were pretty tight-knit. Him and his wife, who they were dating at the time, they were both explorers with me. And it was pretty cool. They're high school sweethearts, They both grew up. They both got married. They moved to Arizona. They both got into law enforcement. They both became police officers. They grew a family. They have 3 kids, and it's just unfortunate. Like several weeks ago, he contracted coronavirus and he succumbed to it. Yeah. I know we've been mainly like recognizing medical employees and stuff like that, but it just shows that it's not just medical. It's frontline is also law enforcement. It's also paramedics. It's also
definitely. They're heroes too, man. So we're going to honor him and his family. So I want to say thank you, Rich, for what you have done for the community, for your families, for just protecting and serving. So yeah, thanks again. It's going to conclude another episode of Superhero Sundays. Tune in next week. We'll get into some more fun topics. Thank you guys. God bless. Peace out.